Why hello there guys, so while I'm still looking sharp, I promised you guys another anime theory video about this series. So I know we just talked about the review, and we talked about why we thought the series is a complete story. But, what is today's anime theory, you ask? Today's anime theory is what would a fifth and potentially maybe final case be about? Well, the number one thing that fans have been requesting is that Laurent reunites with Dorothy. Well, how is that going to actually come about? So I gave this some thought, and I think the next scam really has to bring Dorothy and Laurent back together. And as we saw, she is clearly left off on an island somewhere in the Pacific Ocean. Not quite sure where, but that's where she's around. So Laurent's currently scamming some next US president, so somehow he's gonna have to end up all the way back there. Or will actually Makoto stumble upon her as he travels the world for coffee? That is also another possibility. But come on, this is the Great Pretender, there has to be another scam at hand. But we already scammed a movie director, we scammed Saudi Arabian brothers out of their race money, they scammed an artist for getting his painting, and then they scammed a crime organization. What's next? What about scamming countries? The highest order, because Laurent has already started setting this up by scamming the next president. I think that's going to probably be the next and final case for these guys to do. What would that mean? Well, that means Cynthia will have to be back as well. I mean, come on, she's a huge mainstay in the series. Cynthia does have a child as we left off in the series, so she'd probably leave it with Makoto's father. Or, if she does, hopefully we also get this, that she rekindled her love with Thomas, who she's finally forgiven and restarted her relationship with. Now, because in the fourth case, Laurent wasn't really the mastermind behind it, I want to see him become and take center stage for this one. And if not him, I want Makoto to actually mastermind the entire scheme himself. Makoto once again will probably propose a scam according to Laurent's plan, kind of setting up the whole thing, but Makoto has a good heart, so obviously Makoto will want to do some more humane work, and obviously they will only scan someone that is completely disrupting justice. Again, they can't kill, so that is a huge rule for them, but they will always scam out people that violate human rights or some sort of injustice in the world. I'm also hoping that Makoto will also get the Suzaku group involved with this, because he did get pretty close with Akim in that case, so it would be nice to see her kind of come back and they kind of rectify their relationship like they did with the previous villains. Now, with that being said, what would be the episode count for this fifth and final act? Well, based off of previous cases, I think this is only fitting to be about 12 to 13 episodes, because this would be longer than any of the other previous cases, and there would probably be a ton to set up, right? Like I said, this is going to be their next largest scam to date. There is going to be a lot of story to be told, and obviously we're going to want to see a lot of Laurent and Dorothy moments. But like I said, there also has to be another thing. We have to see Makoto and Abigail get together. I do think that if there is a fifth and final case, we will get to see them actually become a couple. They did have some pretty coupley moments throughout the series, but this would probably be the make it or break it deal, because Makoto probably will settle down after this one, starting his own family and going down the righteous path. As to what job he would be holding down, I'm sure he'd be a business salesman running his own little business and shop with Abby right there. Maybe it could be a travel one. I mean, Abby, I can't see that being quite the type to settle down, but I'm sure she will with Makoto after some traveling and other stuff kind of gets taken on down the line. And I mean, as well, it wouldn't be another case if we didn't also see some other returning characters make their big return. I'm not expecting a lot of their kind of former con people, but it would be cool to see some of the villains also make their return. I keep referring to them as villains because, to me, that's always what they will be. Well, I think that about covers up everything so far that we can talk about The Great Pretender. I mean, if there are any more details about an upcoming season, be sure to check out our another channel, Anime Connect, for all the latest anime news on it. Anyway guys, it's time for me to go scam Annika so that I can go get a pay raise. This is 3 videos too much for me to be doing. They usually get Julian to host this. They probably pay him cheap, but me? No way. I need a pay raise. I will go do that. See you guys in the next video.